Welcome to my channel. I am Tuly Duprat, your host, and I am a midwife and doula, and this is Essential Birth channel. Today, our episode 3 of our series, Best and Worst of Hollywood Birth Scenes. Today we're gonna see one that is really, I would say now, when I was young, I watched this movie and it was super awesome, but for people that are younger than me, you might not have seen. It's Look Who's Talking, and it's from 1989. You're 80 people.
St. Jerome's Hospital.
Oh, shit.
Hey, slow down! The first stage of labor can take hours.
Yeah, so can the midtown traffic.
Right, she's right. It can take hours. Your early labor or the first contractions, they can take a long time to really get like a rhythm to them, an intensity to them, get them close together. If you're driving someone in labor, if you are taxi driver, Uber driver, or if you're getting a taxi driver or a taxi to go to the hospital, and I've been in many Uber cars before with people in labor, the first thing that I tell them, like, just drive normally as you would. You would not go all around crazy, like cutting red lights and things like he's doing. Please don't do that. Drive safely. Use your seat belts.
Hey, why don't you pull over the loose wear off?
God, idiots!
Come on, move it! We're going as fast as we can. Look, I can't move the cars, you know what I mean? Just relax. Hold on to my hand. Bear down. Bear down. Well, that's what they say in the hospital. Bear down.
Oh!
Come on, move it!
Oh! God, my water just broke!
Whoa. Hey, buddy, move it!
Come on, let's go, huh? Hey, you can't get through here. Hey, go boxing, come around.
I got an emergency!
Sorry, buddy, move it.
Another thing is, if you're getting an Uber to get to the hospital or a taxi to get to the hospital, bring a couple of towels. Put it underneath you. Like it will be like, at least if you can. If you're not in a rush and if baby's not coming out yet, if the baby's coming out, you might actually call 911, get an ambulance or something like that, and have them on speakerphone, and don't get into a cab. Actually, stay at home if you're having a baby right away. But if you're getting an Uber, and if you remember to grab a towel to put underneath you to really just catch that water if it breaks in the car. And sometimes it does. I've seen it before.
There.
Look out, you're gonna hit!
Hold on. Are you doing your Lamaze breathing?
Look out!
Come on, breathe deep, breathe deep.
Try to help me, just drive!
Look, you gotta use Lamaze. It works. My sister-in-law used it. You don't use drugs, and it's better for the kid.
You know, the only people who say stupid things like that are men because they're idiots.
Do you want me to call your husband when we get to the hospital?
I don't have a husband.
How about your boyfriend?
Look, if you have to know my life history, I was artificially inseminated.
What are you, lesbo?
This is crazy that someone will say something like that. many people, they need or want or decide to be single moms by choice, and that's a very brave, amazing decision that you can have the power to have nowadays. Especially, you have the modern ways of doing it, you have all the medical resources to doing it, and no, you don't need to be a lesbian. And he said a lesbo, like, that's crazy. That's definitely from the 80s. He will be, they will never put this in a modern movie. It will be very, yeah, not a good word to use. That's interesting, weird. Yeah, I mean, that was one hell of a ride. And I will definitely not be using that taxi driver ever again, for sure. Very inappropriate and all the wrong things. Labor wants and needs familiarity, security, safety, and if you adrenaline might actually, if she was in early labor, that might shut down all the things that her body is doing to have a baby. So that will be totally the adrenaline and the fear of going through something like that. It just shuts down everything. She might not even get into labor after that. I mean, her water broke, so she might go into labor, but she might take a while to really recover that amazing oxytocin and the other hormones that were happening before. So that's, for me, it's should be funny. I don't feel it's funny, but bad scene. And this one is from a movie. It's called Coronation Street, and I really like this one. Girl. Yeah, get those towels ready. Just saying that if nobody's telling you to be in your back, that's probably the least favorite position that you might think in the moment. Very rarely I've seen someone really go into their backs to have a baby by choice. It's normally a provider suggesting, or It might be a semi-reclining position if someone is behind, really giving nice support, and you're like, you're not sitting in your tailbone. But I honestly never saw anyone by choice get into their backs. I mean, quickly they changed the scene and she went to her kneeling position, which is a very amazing position that people really choose to be. And I thought it was smart, because just like, okay, I'm in my back, this feels uncomfortable, and then cuts the other scene, she's on her knees.
Sorry I'm late. How are you feeling?
I'm in the bathroom, the baby's coming.
What? No, it's too early.
All the water done broken, he's definitely coming. It's jammed.
What? Why?
I don't know, the handle came off.
Well, how did the handle come off?
Can you just stop asking me questions and get in, please?
Right, okay, it's fine. Just breathe. I'm gonna.
That's a very normal reaction to someone that is in active labor. You start asking questions, and that logical side of the brain is shut down. The instinct side is like all over the place. So when you start asking logical questions like, why did it happen? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? And you're like, I don't know. Like, is this like, I don't care. Like, that's, you just focus on the things that are important. You're holding your energy for the things that matter, and you might not even have answers for questions like that, which I think was very well done here. And that is a very common thing that happens in active labor. So I think it's a good moment to really keep an eye on it.
Call an ambulance, okay?
Oh,
What?
Toya, can you just get in? I need you, please. Toya!
Okay, Eva, where's your phone?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to charge mine.
Just get in here, please.
Yeah, just keep calm, okay? I've been through this with Leanne, remember?
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, it's fine. Just breathe. Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
I am not giving birth on this bathroom floor.
I need you to move away from the door.
I'm away.
Oh, God, I feel like flaming Jack Nicholson. Okay. I need to get you to the hospital. Come on, if you want drugs, you've got to get up.
I need to push.
No, not yet.
No, my body's telling me I need to push.
Okay, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, if you're feeling like you need to push, go for it. Follow your body. Your body's smart. Just let it happen. Yeah, I think it's... Go for it.
Okay, just don't push, just breathe, okay? She's only 35 weeks.
How often are the contractions?
Less than a minute.
Can you put them for a Caesar? Slow things down.
I need to push.
Okay, stay calm.
No, I can feel her coming. She's coming.
Can you see anything, Toya?
Yeah, I can see the head.
Okay, Toya, you need to be ready to deliver the baby safely and gently into a safe place.
Okay, we've got towels. Right. She's coming.
Be careful.
She's there. I've got her.
You would think that she would push for longer. I mean, when you're normally having a baby and it's your first baby, you might push for 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. But because it's a smaller baby and they said that it was a 35-week baby, sometimes they're soft and they're smaller, so they might come a little faster than bigger babies or term babies even. Having situations like that there's no time to really go to the hospital, like if the baby's coming, getting 911 on the phone or your midwife in the phone to help you go through what are the steps that needs to happen while you're having a baby. It's very important because it's very easily we get worked up on adrenaline and really don't know what to do when you can have like, oh, I don't know exactly what I need to do. So having people and having help on the phone and really not leaving the birthing person by themselves to get help, like just get someone in the phone and follow the step by step what they're telling you to do. It's the best thing to do. So she was very smart and that's exactly what she's doing.
Why is she not crying?
Does the baby breathe in?
No, I don't think so.
Gently wipe her mouth and nose, then rub her back gently.
Okay. Come on, my darling. Come on, my darling. No, Tanya! Tanya, please, please, please. She's still not breathing.
Okay, cover her mouth with your mouth.
Tanya,
Blow until you see the chest rise, then
please.
let it fall again. Now repeat that 3 times.
Come on, please, please. She's crying.
Well done. Have you got something to wrap her in?
Oh, she's so weak.
Yeah, if you need to deliver a baby for someone at some point in your life and there's no time to go anywhere, that is the way to do it. You calmly do follow the steps by step. Sometimes we use, when you're doing mouth to mouth and a baby, if you don't have an ambu bag that we use to do the same thing, we use the breathe baby. So you breathe when you're doing mouth to mouth, you do on the breathe and then you repeat baby, so you give a time in between each breath that you're giving to the baby, and that's how the oxygen has the time to really inflate the lungs and stimulate that first breath, because that first breath of a baby is the hardest for them to do, especially when they're tiny like that. They don't have enough maturity on their lungs to really get that like nice big breath, and you might need to do that. I don't know. So I think it's a great sample of a great scene and exactly what you should do step by step if you're having a baby and there's no help around and you just have someone else near you and they don't know what to do. So I think it was very well thought, and the baby got a nice big breath there, and help is on the way. And that's probably they're gonna go to the hospital and get like all the monitoring that the baby at 35 weeks need and all the support they need. Because the 35-week baby place to have a baby of 35 weeks, it's in the hospital for sure. Because they need this extra support. They might not hold their temperature the same way. They might not hold their glucose the same way as a term baby would. And yeah, so that was for today. Was those scenes interesting? One very bad, not well done, and the other very thoughtful and very through on what is a reality of giving birth is. And I think we should cherish the ones that are actually good. We have maybe a handful of them on our series. So you can check it out, our next videos of the series, and leave your comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Just a little disclaimer, does not constitute medical advice. This is based on my personal experience and the knowledge that I got along the years. And even being a midwife, I'm not your midwife. So it's important, if you have questions about any of those topics and any of the things that we discuss in those videos, that you talk with your midwife or your provider about it. And I'm happy to answer questions, but it's always based on my clinical experience and my personal experience, and not in your case and your body.